Man, it's such a jam. I just turned the volume up all the way on my headphones. Well, not all the way. If I were to turn my headphones up all the way, it would actually probably damage my headphones and also my ears. But the point is, turn it up real loud just now. Because really, that's a real jam right there. But hello. Hello. Goodness, I didn't think there was going to be a stream today. And it's been a week? No, I guess it's been a week since we played Minecraft. I did have a stream on Sunday, which was Halloween. Which, by the way, so I played Inscription on Halloween. Which I had never, I didn't know anything about going into it. I was just told to play it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And yeah, I had a great time in the Halloween stream. I'm glad I got one in, even though it wasn't that long and it wasn't even late in the day. But I was very thankful that for the first year in many years, I was able to have a Halloween stream. That's awesome. I love that. I don't know why. I'm not really even that into Halloween as a holiday. I think it's cool, but not like, I'm not someone who goes crazy over it. But I've always really loved the idea of streaming on Halloween, ever since I started streaming publicly. And I did it for like a year or two, and then things just kept getting in the way until this year. And so I was really happy about that. But anyway, I played Inscription. Went into it blind, didn't know what it was. If you didn't watch the stream, it's a deck building roguelike that is also like an escape room. It's amazing. It's really, really, really cool. And the really, really cool thing about it, I'm not even gonna say, because I stopped the stream at the perfect point. I didn't know I was stopping the stream at the perfect point, but I did. If I had gone any farther, I would have spoiled some really amazing stuff. So I just wanted to say this, the next stream over. If you didn't watch the Halloween stream, I would go recommend seeing it if you don't know what Inscription is. Your phone just got updated. Why are you notifying me of that? That's fine. Get out of here. Anyway, yeah, so if you don't know what Inscription is, or if you only know a little bit, or you're curious about it, go watch that stream. But if you did watch that stream, or you do watch it, whatever, and you're like, oh, this looks really interesting, I would, as soon as you have that thought of like, oh, this seems really cool, I'd like to play this, do it. Like, get that game, play through it, because I'm not gonna spoil anything. But the Inscription may very well be my game of the year. I cannot think of a game that has come out this year that I've played, or even watched or anything, that is nearly as phenomenal as that game was. Yeah, and I can't even go into detail because everything that happens in it is so freaking bonkers that if I mention a single thing, it won't have as big of an effect. But that game was great. But anyway, I didn't think the stream was going to happen today because, I've been, ever since about a week ago, like last week, when I played Minecraft last time, I think I got up at a good time and I got a good amount of sleep. And it was good, right? I was able to stream for a little while. And that was great. I had a great time. But then some, really stressful stuff happened, and I ended up basically not sleeping the next 2 nights. And that just threw everything I worked towards sleep-wise, out the window. And, that prevented streams from happening, whatever. But I've been waking up at 2 in the afternoon. Not fun. I don't like that. And so last night I was like, okay, I don't care how tired I am. I'm going to get up at like, I don't know, 10, which is not even that early, but it is for me right now. I'm going to get up at like 10 and I'm going to stream. I really want to continue what I've been doing. Anyway, so that was 10 o'clock was 3 hours ago. And I got up then. And I was like, yes, great. I did it. I woke up and I was feeling good. I was ready to stream. I was like, okay, I'm just going to not take like any time, just a few minutes. And then I'm going to start the stream up. I sit down at the computer and then I hear someone come home. And I was like, well, who's here? And people were home unexpectedly, and people can be noisy, and I don't want to be noisy when people are around and all that. It's just a very uncomfortable thing for me to stream, especially when other people can hear me, which is weird because I'm broadcasting to the internet where anyone can hear me, but I have weird hang-ups about it. So I was like, God, maybe I should stream anyway. I don't know. So I ended up not, until now. I'm alone. I'm alone again. It's good. Anyway, I thought stream wasn't going to happen, but it is. And it's not going to be as long as I want it to be, most likely, but I'm here. And that's what's important. What else is important is, talking about Minecraft. Talking about Minecraft. I should have played that song. Anyway, today we are going to play. We're going to play Minecraft, but we're going to be playing version 1.1. The title actually says 1.1.0. That's actually not right. This, as well as maybe release, didn't have the patch version number. So if I pop over here, bring this up here, I'm out of focus. One of my eyes is out of focus. Oh man, I need to that makes me look crazy. I guess I'll just turn that off. It's fine. So I made the depth of field less when I added the Halloween stuff, like less strong, because I wanted it so you could see here. Let's go back over here and turn this off real quick. So you can kind of see the stuff in the background a little more. It's not as clear, but like, it's more clear now that there's some stamina stuff there, and my cardboard play button and all that, and Peter Stormare is back there. You can tell that's a guy with this depth of field, but it still just seems like too much. So I'm feeling like maybe I should just make it really subtle. But the thing is, I really like the like heavy depth of field where like only I'm in focus. But the fact that I like had basically made or started to make a set here, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't make as much sense. Anyway, we'll turn that off. We'll go back over here. Anyway, Java Edition 1.1 Minecraft. Let's talk about it. Let's not even talk about it that much. We're going to read about it, and I'm going to take a drink. Delicious. Yeah, so this is not that big of an update. And so I even thought skipping over it would be cool. I didn't. I did for a couple reasons. One is we didn't really quite do everything there was to do in 1.0. And so this kind of gives us an opportunity to catch up with the stuff that we haven't done without having too much added to the game. For we're not stacking too much more on our plate before we finish it. So that's cool. That's cool. The other thing is, well, I'll get to that. Language support was added in this update, and we're gonna mention something about that because the wiki does not mention it, and I think it is worth noting. So anyway, spawn eggs were added. Cool. We got beaches got beaches. Beaches were gone, but now beaches are back. And there's a bunch of hills variants. World types, so default and super flat. Super flat's really nice for testing out like redstone stuff and creative. Very nice. And server settings. Fence gates are a thing. Collision is no longer on ladders. So you could previously, like, let's say you had a 1x1 or a 1x2 shaft, a big old hole that you would like jump down into in order to go down very fast or something like that. You could land on the top of a ladder and die. So this is a really nice update because that's no longer a thing. I think you can still, we'll have to say, I think you can still like kind of stand on top of a ladder to like jump off of it. I'm not really sure, but I don't think you can die from landing on a ladder now. In the last update, melons and pumpkins could only be grown, like you planted them in farmland, but they also needed farmland next to them in order for them to grow, which they didn't grow at all for me, even though I did have the farmland next to them. So that's changed. That's changed. So that's good. Oak leaves can now drop apples. Bows are enchantable, which is, I think, something we're going to utilize, because hopefully we'll be making it to the end and fighting a big old dragon, and I think an enchanted bow will be helpful in that case. So cool. Golden apples changed a little bit. Music discs, other than disc 11, are now dropped by creepers when they're shot by a skeleton, which, let me tell you, I accidentally got, I think this was off stream, I accidentally got another cat music disc. I wasn't even trying to make a skeleton kill a creeper, but it happened. So I have 2 cat music discs, and if I had that happen one patch later, I would have potentially had a new music disc. So I mean, cat's good, but we don't need duplicates. Wheat is a little bit better when attracting mobs. Right, so we were fighting magma cubes last time, and I was like, oh wow, no cream's dropping from them. That's because they didn't drop cream yet. So that's a thing now. Sheep changed a little. I don't think there's anything super significant left. Villages with a blacksmith will have loot. That's nice. It's not going to change the village that we found, but you know, if we find a new one, that's great. Let's see. Yep. Cool. So yes. So there's one thing that's not listed here that I think, as unfortunate as it is, it's worth noting. So I actually, while I stopped making a lot of notes for each of the patches after a release, there is actually one more thing that I made a note of. So let me go grab that real quick. I actually don't, where is it? It's got to be here, right? No, this is not even the right folder. Minecraft. There it is. So I felt kind of crazy because this wasn't listed on the wiki page, and I remembered it. I was like, that's a thing that happened, right? And maybe it's somewhere else, it listed somewhere else on the wiki, but I haven't seen it. But if you download, and I mean, I don't recommend doing this unless you just have morbid curiosity, but if you download snapshot 12W04A, which was one of the snapshots before, between 1.0 and 1.1, and you select Afrikaans as a language, there's a racial slur instead of the actual button for single player. Yeah, it has the N-word in it, and it says you are an N-word. I'm not going to say it. I don't need to. And yeah, that's a thing that happened. And why does that happen? Is because Mojang decided to outsource the translations to the community, which is a thing that happened. That's not uncommon, right? However, when you allow a community translations to happen, you have to sanitize that input. You have to check to make sure that things seem okay, and they didn't do that. And so, yeah, an offensive message was left in that snapshot, and probably a couple others as well. I don't know how long it took them to catch it. Am I even sending out video? Hold on. What do you mean? Okay. YouTube was just lying to me and saying that my stream hasn't started, but it's good now. And anyway, I wanted to note that because it's a very unfortunate thing in Minecraft history, and it's something that shouldn't have happened, no matter how small the dev team was, because they certainly had the money at that point to ensure something like that wouldn't happen. So that's an unfortunate thing that happened, and it sucks, but I think it's important to preserve the history of that, because there's important lessons to be learned there, right? Anyway. Oh, look at that. I set everything up correctly, and so the game's just here. Oh, man. I'm very burpy today. But yeah, so we do have this language button here. And I don't know if we'll do this the whole time, but there's some fun languages in here. I don't know how many of them are fun languages. There's a lot more in the current version, but I thought about maybe just putting on the pirate speak for a little bit and seeing how that is. Play me by yourself. Play with your mates. I don't even know. Yar. Minecraft. There's a thing that I'm not sure when it was introduced with the Minecraft logo that we likely won't see. But it's worth noting that there's an extremely small chance, or at least there was at some point, that when you started up Minecraft, instead of it saying Minecraft, it would say Minecraft. And it's so subtle that it could have happened. It could have happened to me. It could have happened to anyone, and you would never know it because you don't really spend a lot of time analyzing the start screen, Anyway, we're gonna play by yourself. Swashbuckler. I don't. This sea be needing reshaping. That's good. Anyway, we're heading into this. We're gonna sail this sea. What do we got here? Bolt. These are bolts. Hatchet of steel. Cutlass of steel. Pickaxe of stone. That's why is some of it iron and some of it steel? That's kind of silly. Yeah, we'll keep that on just for a little bit, not for long, because I don't think I can handle the pirate speak for too long. But yeah, we've got some things to do. And I don't remember what I did off stream last time, but I think it was a lot. It was a lot. Yes, right. Okay, it's coming back to me. You know what? Let's just run. Hold on. Oh, the signs are so tiny in the pirate speak. Black powder. No, I don't need that. Where are my eye of enders? Is it in here? It is. Okay. So I think we need 12 of these. And we have 5, but I used 3. And then reverted the world. Like 3 broke. So what I decided to do, hey, one of the melons grew. We'll worry about that later though. What I decided to do, instead of just tossing just deleting the 3 that I used up. I figured I'd show, like, if you're watching this, you likely have seen how this works, but just for the sake of doing it on stream, I'll show what it's like to find a stronghold in this game. So you make a 9-ender, you throw it, it heads in the direction of the stronghold, and it'll either break or fall on the ground for you to collect. That's it. We're gonna go over to the stronghold, which I did find. I think, clear out, or at least explore all of. I don't know. But the reason I did all that off stream was because I know it's this way, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw another one because that's fun. I might, hold on, let's just make sure ears, that's fun. Easy peasy, good. Wait, is easy peasy, hold on. Okay, easy peasy is in fact easy. Anyway, the reason I did this off stream is what I mentioned before. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to delete chunks or not. If the stronghold was going to be in already generated chunks, therefore the stronghold wouldn't be there, and you are limited to the amount of stronghold you get per world. I believe it's 3. Maybe that changes later. I don't know. Point is, let's just throw another. Yep, it's that way. I do know it's that way. And I'm having a lot more luck with these not breaking this time around. I am going to delete 3 of them because that's what I used the first time around. But anyway, the reason I have 5 instead of the 2 I was left with is because I had to revert the world after discovering that the stronghold was not there. In fact, it was generated chunks, and it was right on the edge of the chunks we had generated. Like, if we had not walked this far, like if we had walked, I don't know, 4 or 5 chunks less in this direction, I wouldn't have had to delete the chunks. But anyway, I did have to delete chunks. I deleted a handful of them around the area that I knew the stronghold was, or the entrance of it was. And I mean, that's about that. And it was complicated, actually. It was complicated finding the version of the software that worked on this version of the game. It was actually awful. I ended up on a website that was it was a phishing website. Phishing, if you don't know, is when you, I guess it's technically, is it not phishing? Phishing is when you make a website look like another website in order to grab someone's information. In this case, it wasn't grabbing information, but instead trying to, you know, install malicious software. But anyway, trying to find the software, the version of the software I needed to delete chunks, I ended up on a decoy website that that if I was being a little bit more patient, a little more focused, I would have noticed was not the real website. But anyway, definitely got led to a malicious download. It's fine. I didn't follow through, thankfully. But yeah, it was tough finding the software, but I did find it. It did work. I was able to delete chunks, and new chunks were made, and I was able to dig down into the stronghold. So let's go look at that. Also, you'll see some obsidian lying around. There's reasons for that. We'll talk about it in a little bit. This is quite a bit of it. Anyway, so I came down here, and there's some very important things to note about this. It generated in such a way. You see, there's this doorway. There's this doorway. There's this doorway here, as well as here. These weren't here. I mean, technically they were, but if you imagine this is the type of brick that isn't cobblestone. It was like that. It was covered up, and I had to figure out just where to go, because I explored this little area. I'm like, is this it? Did I not delete enough chunks? Anyway, there was a lot of me having to dig into walls in order to find my way around this stronghold. But what's even more amazing is this. I have had the most incredible luck when it comes to dungeons in this playthrough of Minecraft. Now, I probably wouldn't have this much luck if I was just playing on one version the whole time. I just happened to be lucky that the chunks that I've that have been created on certain patches have had these, you know, insane dungeon luck. But yeah, so a dungeon spawned in the middle of the stronghold, and unfortunately that did mean that it covered up, I don't know, a staircase or something. So I had to, you can see I did some digging around to eventually find, oh, okay, the stronghold's still here. The dungeon's just kind of covered up a path through it. But yeah, there's a dungeon right in the middle of the stronghold. That's crazy after having that dungeon right at the bottom of the mine shaft. And what we found, what, 2 dungeons close to each other or something like that. Crazy stuff. Crazy luck when it comes to dungeons. I do wish I could have streamed that part, because I was like, this is insane. But what's going on there? But yeah, that happened. I'm lost. It's been a week. It's been a week since I've been in here. I think this is it. Yes, okay. So, we got a bunch of doors here, which is kind of weird. These 2 doors. You can see that one's open. And when I put this one down... Oh, wait. Maybe that one doesn't do it. Hold on. Yeah, well, that's just because it's a double door, I guess. But when you put this down... Wait, huh? Yeah, look at that. The door... Is it because of this one? Hold on. Maybe I'm just being silly. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I thought there was like, must have been redstone or... Well, now it's not doing it. I thought there must have been redstone or something that I wasn't seeing that was making these doors weird, but I guess not. I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. There's just a bunch of doors that were around that I picked up. There's another library over here that I haven't gotten rid of the cobwebs for, but no matter. This is the portal room. It's gone through some changes because of me. Hold on, I'm just gonna throw those my vendor away. Yeah, so in these pumpkins, in the middle of these pumpkins is the silverfish spawner. Oh, yeah, you're a silverfish. Yep, okay. It's fine. And I was trying so hard. You see all these torches here. Trying so hard to not make them spawn because I didn't want to break the spawner in case we had a use for it at some point. But man, those things just like to spawn like crazy. So this is all covered up. Wish we could just dig up there, but let's actually just walk back the normal way. There's a staircase around here, I think. Oh wait, it's this way. Yes. Yeah, but I did find a stronghold, obviously, and it does have a portal room. It was difficult to find due to the weird generation of things, but let's head back to... Oh, there's a creeper over there. Head back to base, which is this way. And I'm gonna show some more stuff that I did off stream. can't recall if how much I explored the Nether Fortress off stream. I think I did a decent amount. But yeah, I thought about, wait, is this a winter biome now? I just noticed all the ice. Do we have a... We don't have a thing that tells us if it's winter. That's a shame. Anyway, the Nether Fortress. What about the Nether Fortress? Right, I thought about making a blaze farm because that seems kind of cool. But as I was farming the blazes, I realized it is not necessary to make a farm out of. Maybe later. Like, it seems cool to do just because you can. It's a thing you can do. But, you know... It's, it seems like overkill. So I didn't do that, but I did sit there for a while and hit him a bit. I also tried, snowballs on them because I thought that was interesting that apparently they're weak to snowballs, and while they do die when you throw snowballs at them, they don't die nearly as hard as you'd want them to. I think it would be great if snowballs did like massive damage to them, even like a one shot, right? Because that would give snowballs like a real purpose, like a proper thing. But no matter, it's fine. I can't believe this is a winter biome again. I don't want that. I don't want this to be... I mean, maybe this isn't. Maybe this is leftover snow. But yeah, winter biome sucks, dude. Aya the tall one. Alright. I mean, he is pretty tall, right? Enderman. Wait, where am I right now? I think I want to go this way. Yeah, I don't... I'm sure I did more off stream than I'm showing. I just don't remember. Just don't remember. I mean, I think this wall of flesh here around the portal is probably new. Probably didn't do that on stream. Anyway, we're gonna come in here. A nice nether hallway. I keep trying to press the sprint button, but it still doesn't exist. I have to double tap to sprint. And yeah, there's a little offshoot in our hallway. Uses glass panes, by the way, very handy. And we got a big old ladder here. If we go down here, we've got, first of all, this, I thought this was a cool idea, making this like a little viewing area at the bottom of the lava lake. It's I think, like little nether observation. I think it's pretty cool. I hope a gas doesn't blow it up. But if we go in here, here we are again, on the other side of the portal room. So we gotta put these in here. I guess they don't make a noise in this patch. And we need 10 more of those. So I think we just need to kill some Endermen, which, how are we going to even do that? I don't actually know. Maybe we could go out to sea and make like a platform. Maybe like a couple platforms, right? And switch between them. But yeah, this is how we can easily get to our portal. And it was an absolute pain getting the portals linked. I think it's a little bit easier these days, but yeah, because the thing is, if you build a nether portal, if you build a nether portal close enough to an existing nether portal, you'll have basically a one-way portal. So I ended up building that nether portal that we just came back through, in the overworld, in the stronghold. I built that, and it put me when I entered it, it put me out at this portal, and then this portal spat me back out where it usually does. And that's just because it's just they're too close together, and so I had to do some trickery to make it to link the new portals, which it was a real pain. I don't really know what I was doing wrong, if anything, but I did get it to work eventually, and that's why there's like random obsidian everywhere. It's because I kept building a portal, and it would take me like a little bit closer to my other portal, but not quite. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to like attract Endermen? I feel like there's not. This is all ice. You know what, actually, let's check over here and see if this is turning into ice. Did I break all this? Wait, did more just spawn? Are we in a winter biome again? Are we actually in a winter biome again? So I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a winter biome. I don't like the cold. Oh, we are. Oh, no, dude. Yeah, such is life. And the seasons come and go real fast in Minecraft, I guess. Actually, seasons in Minecraft would be pretty cool, rather than just dedicated biomes. Anyway, got this grown here. I don't even know if it's grown. I don't know if there's, maybe it needs to be darker or something. Who knows? What am I doing? What do I need to do? Let me think about this. Yeah, like I said, we could like build a platform in the ocean. Where even is an ocean though? I guess at the other end of the nether portal. Yeah, we can do that. Also, you notice that I've got some enchantments. Okay, I've got to turn off the hold on. Let's go here. Let's go back to English. Whoa, that just spit out of there. You'll notice I have enchantments on my stuffs here. And that's just after spending 30 levels on something else. I don't remember what it was. It was on, oh, it was on the diamond pickaxe. Yeah, I spent 30 levels on the diamond pickaxe and got like, I don't know, it was something like efficiency 1 and nothing else. I might be wrong about that. But after doing that, I was like, I'm just gonna throw like 1 level enchantments on my stuff and just hope for the best. So I think I'll probably do that with my bow as well. We may have to block off some bookshelves because I think in this patch they changed how like the amount of enchantments you could get per bookshelf. So let's see. How about this? Maybe? Seems like we've still got too many bookshelves. Okay, let's block off more. How about that? There we go. Power 1. Sure, that's fine. Probably not as good as you'd like, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, guess let's grab some materials. Dirt's probably fine. I don't even know if I'll need that much. And let's go to the nether, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if there's a like a cool way to see if like to get an Enderman to spawn. It's something I could potentially look up, but yeah, we need 10 Ender Pearls, which I guess maybe farming for looting on an item would be helpful, so maybe I'll do that. But yeah, ideally, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with the time I have, but ideally, I would like to have killed the end dragon today. That was kind of my goal, but it may not happen, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Hi, chicken. That chicken made a silly noise. Yeah. Guess I can run. I have the ability to sprint. I've seen people, the little I've seen of more recent patches of Minecraft, I've seen people use, like, ice in the nether. I don't know if it's, like, the packed ice stuff, because I think that's an item. And boats to get around quickly. I mean, I'm under the assumption that it's whatever packed ice is. Or Ice 9 or whatever, whatever it is. Nice. But the point is, what is the point? Do I have a point? Oh yeah, it'd be cool to make one of those. That's the whole point. That's all I was trying to say. Is it'd be neat. It'd be neat to have that happen. But anyway, I thought maybe we'll just head out here for a second and maybe get a couple levels. We have that spider spawner, which if we need eye of spider eyeball spider eyeball, it'd be good to have a farm for that. You know what? I don't know why there's a skeleton dying right now. I think this farm has become inefficient. And as much as I want to fix it, but man, it's so much work. Anyway, I'm gonna let these guys collect for a moment. Oh, wait. Okay, it must have been the one that was taking damage. Yeah, I'm gonna let them collect for a moment. I'm gonna be right back. We'll kill them, get a little bit of XP, and that's it. We're gonna get some XP. I think I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think maybe we could just spam level 1 enchantments or something like that until we get looting. Because even just a little bit of looting would be nice, but I don't know, maybe there's a faster way to get XP. I mean, we can make the farm more efficient. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. I might be wasting my time. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Let them collect for a moment. And come back and punch him. I should just keep clearing my throat for another 5 minutes. I'm back. Hello. Scooby Skelly Mans. I just remembered just now a really weird dream I had last night. I had a dream that I was hanging out with like a famous Japanese VTuber in real life. Like they were just an anime character in real life, and we were in the car and they were eating they were like chewing gum or something, and they like threw the gum wrapper out the window, like they just littered. And I remember being so conflicted in my dream of like, first of all, that's really weird because culturally, like in Japan, that's like, that happens way less often than in the States. And I was like, also, like, do I tell them that they just did a wrong thing? What a weird dream. Like, on the whole, very strange dream. I guess let's get to level 10. And, enchant, stop falling. Stop falling. I need to go. Okay. Yeah. Let's like make another iron sword and enchant it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's nighttime, it looks like. So perhaps we can do some running around and trying to find an Enderman. Unfortunately, this area is really bad for that because there's a lot of hills. Like ideally, hi. Oh, hey, you there? Come here. Come here. I'm here to kill you. Oh, hold on. Let me eat a bread. Where'd he go? Oh. God, they're such a pain to kill. Come on, dude. Just get over here. Put down the sand. Are you kidding me? Come on. You know, I've never needed to use it, but I like the, where the hell did he go? Oh, come on, just get over here and die. I need your pearls, dude. Didn't even drop one. You didn't even drop one. I've never needed to use it, but I like, the mod Tinker's Construct that lets you build tools and weapons. Super cool mod, by the way. Like, I guess it's not totally in line with vanilla and how vanilla likes to work, but it honestly is so good that I wouldn't be mad if it was added to vanilla. Anyway. One of the things you can do, it might actually be, maybe it's an Ender IO thing, and it's just an add-on to Tinker's that I'm used to. But anyway, one of the mods I've played before adds a Enderference, which prevents Endermen from spawning after you hit them, or teleporting rather. And once again, I've never really needed that. I think in later patches, Endermen are just like a lot more aggressive. And hittable once they've locked onto you. But yeah, it seems like something I could use here. Spooky cave noise in the nether. I guess I never realized that there's, maybe not never realized, but had forgotten that cave noises in the nether is a thing. I don't know why. I guess I just thought it wouldn't be, but I mean, it makes sense that it is. It can still be spooky in the nether. It can still have caves in there. Any Endermen can't really see very well in the dark. It's a creeper. Maybe if I'm lucky I can stand here and one will spawn before daytime. doesn't really look like it though. That's okay. Let's go, make some iron swords. I wonder what the lowest level enchant we can make is. Here, let's go down here. Let's go in here. Make an iron sword. Just one for now. And we'll try to see if we can get down to like level 1 or 2 enchantments. No, let's just do that. Are you still getting... You're still getting the letters. Hold on, do I need to fill out the corners, I guess? Stop being functional. There we go. Okay, so we can get level 2 enchants. So I don't know if the words here actually have any effect on what you get. I did like look up the I think this is the galactic alphabet. Let me look that up. Yeah, so this is the standard galactic alphabet. Let me find... I found a nice image before that was just pretty straightforward. I mean, this isn't the one I used before, but, I can show, oh, no, what? Hold on, go back. I can show this real quick. Well, hold on, let me find a better image. Is this the one? Pretty similar. Anyway, so I can just show this real quick. Bam. This is what that looks like. So it's just pretty much one-to-one with English. And so if I try to translate one of these, okay, so that's B E A, it looks like. What is that symbol? Is it C? The thing is, like, this is actually a little bit different than what I'm looking at. No, that's S. Okay, so this is beast. Beast. What is this one? Oh, it's that one. Okay. K L A? Is this an L? It seems like it. KLAA T U. Beast Klaatu? A L E S S. Is that right? Or BL? Oh, bless. Okay. Beast. I must have been reading this wrong. K. I think that's an L, unless it's just a straight line. No. Yeah, so Beast Klaatu bless. What does that mean? Who knows? I don't even know if it means anything. And that gave me knockback. Alright. Where am I? Let me out of here. Can try again. Just make a couple of these. Yeah, I just want to... Oh wait. There we go. So I want to try find something. And you know what? This might be one of those things where I can't even get looting at a low level. I don't know. Smite 1. I should have read what that one said. This one looks like more words. Fire aspect 1. Yeah, it's just not a lot of stuff that I really need. Smite 1's probably not bad though to use if we're going for intermittents. But yeah, that's I guess I'll take this all down. Oh wait, no, I got 10 levels. Let's make 2 more swords. Let's make 2 more swords. Just use up our levels. But yeah, I believe later, unless it's a mod or something and I don't realize it, that later, like, you actually just get words, right? Like, sharpness and whatever, and then, like, it's random what else you get. I think that's how it works. Definitely like that system better. Sharpness again. Sharpness again. Well, it's not bad to have a little bit sharper of a sword, but not looting, so if we want to try that again, we may have to spend more levels. It's fine. We could maybe we can make a diamond sword and spend a lot of levels. I do have some diamonds now. I got some from the stronghold. Oh, I should have saved a level and put it on this helmet. Sure, we'll just throw these in here. Oh, that's the diamond pickaxe, by the way. Okay, efficiency 2. Better than what I said, but still, like, I spent 30 levels on this thing, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, efficiency 2? It's not 1. I'm just gonna real quick. How to find Enderman. Yeah, it looks like it's just basically what I thought. Find a flat place. It does look like there's some farm stuff, but I don't know. I think my idea of just making a couple of platforms out at the ocean. I guess, you know what, let's, if I'm gonna go out and do this, let's go ahead and, I do have 2 ender pearls, so that's something to keep in mind. What am I doing? I'm looking for the things I just put away. Let's grab one of my sharpness ones and maybe smite 1. Sure. I think smite works on Endermans, right? But yeah, if I can just make like some platforms that are far enough away that mobs will spawn on it above the ocean, like, it's still potentially gonna be problematic because I'm not gonna light up caves below, but I mean, I could make like, let's say 5 platforms in the middle of the ocean, all at a distance from each other that mobs can spawn on one, on another when you're at one of them. And if I make them far enough, I just need to, like, with a boat, go to one and look at the other until, you know, a few people spawn, a few enemies spawn, and then move to that one, right? And see if any spawn on the next one, and keep going on, and eventually, you know, you move far enough that they won't spawn. Was that a ghast over there? Please don't tell me that was a ghast. That may have actually been a ghast. Oh, yes, it was. It's just, no need to go there. Yeah, so I want to go up here. Now the problem with Endermans is we're gonna use some red up here. The problem with Enderman is if we do this ocean thing, have them above a platform, and we attack them and they try to teleport away, they may very well teleport into a cave. And that's no good. Maybe I had to go over this way all too much. And you know, there's probably a quicker way to find the ocean, but I might as well do it over here. Hello, Pigman. Excuse me, Pigman. No, you're the one in my way. I can't believe you. Go, just move. I don't want to hit you, but I might. Oh, what is he gonna do? Kill me? There we go. It's fine. It's fine. We're in an enclosed space. It's not like we're gonna have much issues. God, this is the way, right? I hope it is. I hope we're going the right way. I think so. I mean, this was where the fortress was, so yeah, I'm going the right way. Surely. Is there like a biome in the newer Nether that has Enderman in it or something like that? Oh, I just had a big old sneeze. Oh, my throat hurts. My throat hurts. Why am I cursed with heavy sneezes? So I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon the past couple days. I had a very frustrating time. You know, I guess I'll start with that. I had a very frustrating time the other day because I was like, oh man, there's so much explanation needed for this. Let me take it back just a little bit more. I have a GameCube. Yeah. And the reason I technically don't need a GameCube, even though it's really cool to have, because I only own, well, no, I guess I own a couple games, but anyway, I can use my Wii as a GameCube. It's not a problem. In fact, I feel like it does GameCube better in a lot of ways. But yeah, I can use my Wii as a GameCube. But the reason I have my GameCube is because I work very hard over, you know, over this span of a couple years, just getting things here and there to make it basically the best machine for playing Game Boy games with the Game Boy player, as well as oh, what is it called? I mean, it's an action replay, but has a specific name. What is it? It's like SD card max, or I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, I have a way to load Homebrew on the GameCube and load a custom software for the Game Boy player in order to play Game Boy games really well. And I have an EverDrive, which I specifically, like, the biggest reason I got it is because, you know, Pokemon doesn't allow you to have... Are you just gonna stay? Oh my god, dude. Pokemon doesn't allow you to have multiple saves, right? But I like to play through Pokemon a couple times, and I like to keep what I have, so... dude, just die. Just die and give me your pearls. Die and give me pearl. Die and give me pearl. You gotta give me your pearls. Alright, give me one. That's nice. Anyway, the point is my GameCube... I worked hard to make it a very, like a good machine for playing Game Boy games. And part of that was also being able to stream, be able to capture Game Boy games. And so I haven't used it with my upscaler yet. So I set out to do that. I was like, okay, let's attach this, hook this up, see if there's any like fiddling I have to do to make the Game Boy stuff look nice. And I was barely getting an image out of the GameCube. Basically not at all. It looked like a black screen, but if you look just close enough, there was a faint outline of like a black and white image. Not ideal. Not ideal. Okay, there's 2 Endermen here. Be cool if I can kill them both. No, you get over here. Right now. He actually listened. Oh my god, he actually let me kill him? Hold on. I've got to kill some enemies before I continue my story. Wasn't there another Enderman right here? Did you teleport away? I guess I should have looked at him. Uh-oh. He's over there. He's over there. Get over here. Get over here. Now I'm looking at you, buddy. No, you get over here. Right now. Ow, ow! Okay, don't be a cheater, though. Which way you go? Ah! Kind of scary. Kind of scary. Okay. GameCube, right. Wasn't getting an image out of it. Which was very similar to the issue I had before. That I got very, very frustrated with and ended up destroying the box, the like little cardboard case I made for it. Out of frustration of it not working. And the fact that I had to open it up to see what was going on. Anyway, so I was very upset about it, but I started to, you know, maybe I just run around, maybe I don't make a boat. I started to try troubleshooting the thing, seeing what the issue was, trying a bunch of things, to see if it had any effect on the image. Could not figure it out. Could not figure out why it just wasn't working again. I was so frustrated. And eventually, I was like, okay, in the event that it has something to do with the GameCube, I'm gonna plug in my Super Famicom, because that's something I've tested it with a lot. And we'll try getting it working on that, and then switch to the GameCube. So I did that, and I was still getting a super dim image, but it had some color to it. So I was like, okay, that's different. There's actually color on the Super Famicom, but clearly it's not working right. Is that an Enderman over there? I really can't see. I kind of have a bright light on my face. Let me turn that off and give me a little bit less night blindness. Oh, dodge. Anyway, the Super Famicom was having issues too, so I was like, okay, I'll just do some testing with this. did a lot of things. Nothing was working. I did a lot. I ended up reflashing the, I don't know if it's technically an Arduino, but the little chip thing-majiggy that I have to hack the upscaler to make it better. Reflashed that a few times with different versions of the firmware. Did a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing was really making a difference. Put a whole lot of work in, and then eventually I tried a couple things because I had a hunch. I had a hunch last time I had this issue that I didn't want to believe was the case. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a screenshot just in case I get lost around here. I had this hunch that the only difference that there was between it working and not working last time I had this issue, the only difference I could really think of was I didn't have the audio plugged in. But you know, I was very dismissive of that in my mind because it's like there's no way that could be the issue. No, like I refuse to believe that the audio being disconnected is going to have anything to do with the visual problems I'm having. But I was like, let's do some testing anyway. And wouldn't you know it, my upscaler, when doing anything, when using SCART instead of component, which the SCART connector I put together myself, and there's a sync stripper in there, and in between, it's complicated. But anyway, when using SCART, if the audio is disconnected, the video doesn't work at all. I mean, it does a little bit. It's very dim and usually it's maybe not wobbly, but it's got a lot of issues. If this stuff unloads, this little island would be a nice place to start. But yeah, I was very frustrated with the fact that the audio was somehow having an effect on my video. But strangely enough, it was like only when I connected the audio to certain things did it actually work. I didn't understand why. So I did some testing, and I did this over the course of a couple days because it was just taking so long. And I came to the conclusion that, oh, don't break my boat. Stuff's still loaded in, but I don't know if anything's actually going to spawn on them. This might be fine. In fact, I could potentially... Are there caves down here? I mean, if there are caves down here, then I can light them up. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's the play here. Anyway, I came to the conclusion. I don't have any coal. Hello, creeper. Huh? Who's shooting me? Is there someone down there I can't see? Ghost? Oh no, I see a skeleton down there. Is he just on the move? Oops. Oh wait, right here. Right here. Jeez, that was confusing. Anyway, to finish up my probably not very exciting story, my upscaler that I used to capture older consoles. What? Did this bow just revive itself? That's really weird. Let's just switch to this one. Yeah, so my upscaler, when using SCART, only works when audio is connected because of the ground. For whatever reason, I think the ground that I have connected, because the thing is with SCART connectors, which aren't really a thing in the US by the way, so you probably, if you're American, don't know what I'm talking about. SCART connectors, they have like, I don't know, 6 different pins that are meant to carry ground on them. And it seems like the pins that on the end, the upscaler end of the thing, yeah, the pins that are on the female end of the SCART connector that I have hooked up to ground are not the same ground pins that the other side of the male side of the connector is using, I guess. I don't know. And so the only way it's getting ground is through audio, which is connected on both ends. It is grounded on both ends, and so that's the only way that it's getting ground whatsoever. So I need to, when I'm feeling like I can sit down and solder something for a while, because it's just, it can be such a pain. When I'm feeling the ability to do some soldering, I think all I need to do is just connect all the potential grounds on the female end of the connector together. I think that's all I need to do. That way, no matter what ground is used on the other side of the connection, whatever cable. Another dungeon? Ow, spider. Oh my god, I can't believe I just found another I'm just sitting here talking about boring, like, ungrounded cables. I came across another dungeon. I cannot believe it. I feel like I sound fake right now, like I planned this or no, like, what the hell, dude? There's no, I have never come across so many dungeons in one playthrough before. That's crazy, dude. Wow. Anyway, the point of my story was that I'm mad at my upscaler once again. Oh, right, no, there's more point of the story. So I discovered the audio ground issue, or I guess the video ground issue is really more accurate, because the audio is grounded and the video isn't most of the time, I guess. I discovered that issue. But as it turns out, when I realized this, I was like, okay, well, now that I realize that I have to ground it through the audio, let's try the GameCube again. And this is something I probably should have looked up early on. It probably would have saved a lot of headache. Turns out that GameCube, or NTSC GameCube, so basically anywhere but Europe, GameCubes do not support RGB out of the analog out, which the first model of GameCube has both an analog and digital out. However, getting video out of the digital out is expensive. Yeah, so my NTSC GameCubes just don't do RGB through analog. European ones do, and that makes sense because that's where SCART connectors were used, and so it's not uncommon to get RGB on an old console in Europe. But yeah, so instead of it being like how most old consoles work, where they have the ability to produce both types of video, but there's just like a subtle difference, like basically a switch using one or the other, right? Instead of it being like that, this is a really big cave system, which is probably good because if I can light it all up, it means more spawning on the surface. But I kind of want to exit it and just move along to a different part of the ocean, or over to the plains again at nighttime. I don't know. If we can just luck out and find enough Endermen, we don't have to worry about any of this. Okay, this is not the way back. What is the way back? Not that. Okay, it's up here. Okay. But yeah, so the only thing that the best that that an NTSC GameCube supports on the analog out is S-Video, which I don't have a way to capture S-Video, which I wonder if there is. God, I wonder if there is a way to hook up an S-Video connection to my existing thing. Probably not, because it is RGB, and the only inputs I have are either RGBS or RGB-HV. Oh, hey. But anyway, the reason I was getting any sort of image on the GameCube at all just seems that there was interference from wherever the S-Video comes from, that was just bleeding in a tiny bit into the video signal. So it wasn't actually like I was getting a dim like image and I needed to adjust something to bring that image in. It was literally, it was a fluke. It was basically an accident that I was getting anything at all. And so that means I still cannot capture Game Boy games, which is the whole point, or at least a big part of the reason why I over the years collected things in order to get Game Boy games into my GameCube. Where the heck do I go? Where did I come from? If this torch is to be believed, it's this way. Oh, maybe down here. Maybe I went down and then up. But I keep stopping in the middle of my story. The point is, I want to be able to stream Game Boy games and I can't. Unless I use an emulator, which I don't really want to do. I think if I'm streaming something, I don't know, it just feels better to be playing on the actual hardware. But yeah. I started talking about that though because I was saying that I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon, which I started to save like a year ago on Pokemon Leaf Green, and I was like, I'm gonna EV train my Bulbasaur, which eventually became a Venusaur, like before I do pretty much anything else. So like pretty much the earliest I could, I turned it into a special attacker, which doesn't even seem that good, but yeah, I EV trained it early on, which was a pain. And then I just kind of stopped playing. I wonder if I'm hearing spiders because they're spawning from the dungeon in the wall somewhere. You know, I'm out of here. But yeah, I spent like 14 hours EV training. Oh my god, that was scary. EV training this Bulbasaur. And then I stopped playing. Oh my god, stop attacking me, everyone. Please. I beg of you. I just want to exit this cave. Yeah, so I returned to that save, and I've been playing on that. It's been pretty fun, but a thing I've wanted to do for a really long time is fill up the national decks on all the games that came after Gen 2, so Gen 3 and above. Okay, I'm out of inventory space. Where's my boat? This isn't really working out, is it? It's probably just better to walk around on land looking for Enderman. I guess I'll make a new boat. Do that. Do that. Do that. My inventory being full is not cool, but whatever. Boat, please. But yeah, I've always wanted to fill up the national decks on Pokemon. So I thought maybe maybe this would be a good time to maybe make some progress on that. And I'm starting with Leaf Green because, I mean, that's technically Gen 1, even though it's in the Gen 3 engine. And so the plan was to start at Gen 1, Leaf Green, get as many as I can. Then I'm probably going to have to play through Fire Red to get all the Pokemon that you can't get in Leaf Green, just the few like stragglers, and trade them over from there. And then I can trade them to Emerald. I'll play through Emerald and trade it to that, and fill up as much of the Pokedex there as I can. And the idea is I want to go up through all the games, because that's what you can do up until... Is it Sword and Shield? I haven't played past X and Y, I think. I believe Sword and Shield is where they stopped letting you have fun and bringing in your Pokemon from old games. But yeah, I really like the idea of getting the national decks throughout all the games up until Gen 6 or 7 or whatever it is. I don't know. I think, is Gen 7, is that Sun and Moon? Or is that Gen 6? I'm out of Pokemon practice. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I've been enjoying that a little bit. I'm trying my best not to do anything very cheaty, I guess. Though I don't know, I have a very loose rule set on that. Because I've been playing on emulator, which I discovered, at least with MGB, which is a pretty good emulator. I'd never used it before. With that emulator, I can transfer saves, even though they have a different file name. They're the same format as what the EverDrive uses. So if I want to play it on my GBA or my DS Lite, and then play it in an emulator, I can do that, which is great because that's the only way I really have to trade Pokemon in between my own games anyway, is to emulate two copies or two different games at the same time. No Enderman this night. I'm having a lot of trouble speaking today. Also, am I lost? I might be lost. Yeah. I wonder if there's specific spawn conditions for Enderman. Like... Is it just darkness like every other mob? And also 3 blocks tall? Or is there something more to it? I don't know. Anyway, Pokemon, yeah, I was talking about cheatiness. You know, with emulator you can speed up, which, you know, you can't do that on actual hardware. And you can use save states. Definitely can't do that on actual hardware. And I really want to keep those to a minimum. But, you know, I just realized at some point, it's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, it is in certain situations, but it's like, I was in the Safari Zone, and in the Safari Zone in Leaf Green and Fire Red, there are 4 Pokemon that are very, very rare, that you can only capture in the Safari Zone. So, like, and that's for Fire Red and Leaf Green, and if you want those Pokemon in Emerald or Ruby or Sapphire, you have to get it from the Safari Zone in Leaf Green or Fire Red. So, I was spending hours, literal hours, just running around Safari Zone, trying to find the Pokemon that, you know, were in each zone. You can find up to 2 of the 4. One of them has a 4% chance and one of them has a 1% chance. So, extremely small chance. And then on top of that, the rarer they are, the harder they are to catch in the Safari Zone, which everything in the Safari Zone, you basically get 1 ball throw before they flee. So, it ended up just being this massive time sink. I already spent hours on it. I was like, before I was like, okay, let's use speed up. Let's go 10 times speed. And just, that'll help me a little bit. And even so, even with that, it was taking a long time and I kept coming across them. Hey, I found my way back. But once again, just no luck with actually catching them. And so after, like, I don't know, 4 hours of trying this, and I had caught 1 of the 4 Pokemon that I needed, I was like, okay, next time I come across one, I'm gonna try to use a save state and see if it even makes a difference, because my thought was it probably doesn't make a difference, because every time I load the save state, the RNG is going to be the same. And what ended up happening was I basically, because I had the comfort of using a save state, right? I was like, okay, let's try something a little different. And so I was like, I'm going to throw bait at it, which in the Safari Zone you can do 3 things. You can throw, well, you can do 4 things. One is you can throw a ball. Another is you can throw a rock, which makes it angry and apparently easier to catch, but more likely to flee. And then you can throw it food, which might make it stay around longer. But is harder to catch. And so I was like, I'm just going to throw it the food, and then I'm going to throw a ball, and then I'm going to throw the food, and then I'm going to just keep trying to do that. And sure enough, the first one I came across, I tried that. I made a save state, but I didn't even need to use it because that strategy totally worked. It didn't work on everyone I came across, but I was like, okay, that works. So the next one that I came across that I needed, hit save state. Just because I was like, I'm not spending any more time here that I need to. And I caught it first try. I just threw a ball, caught it first try, no problem. And the last one I did actually have to use the save state, which I was actually really confused by, because I guess I don't know how RNG works in Gen 3. Because it seemed like, despite the fact that I was just loading the same save state over and over, I was getting different results. So that was a little weird. This is a big cave. Like, spacious. Like, I think there's just a ravine down there. Oh, my stomach doesn't feel too good. Man, maybe I should just collect ender pearls off stream. I don't know. I don't think at the rate I'm getting them. I mean, I guess I'm not super hyper focused on like actually getting them. Where did I just come from? Here. Okay. I'm gonna put a bunch of torches right here because that's a cave that's probably worth exploring. But I've got a bunch of items on me and I kind of want to dump them somewhere. But yeah, I decided, like, in my playthrough of Pokemon, well, at first I was like, I don't want to do any sort of advantage that I wouldn't have on, the actual handheld. I decided, what, a better rule is if I'm not having fun anymore, or if, like, I feel like I'm wasting time, just do it. Just do whatever I need to do to progress. And it's not like I'm entering a cheat code, right, to make things happen. But then, like, even on that end, I was thinking about it, and probably when I get to the later generations, I'm probably gonna use RNG manipulation to save time on some captures, because you can use programs that were brilliantly reverse engineered by really smart people. Why do I hear? Oh, they must be like inside the house because I trapped him in there, and he must just be pressing those pressure plates. Hey, I'll let you out next patch when I can actually trade with you, okay? You guys stay in there for now. I think that's next patch. But yeah, like I have done the playing Pokemon and hatching 3,000 eggs to get a shiny thing, like at real-time speed, like spending days trying to get one specific thing, doing breeding for perfect IVs, EV training at once again regular speed, all that stuff. I've done it all, and I feel like, I wonder if an Enderman will pop under some cover here. I want to put this stuff away though. Oh wait, I have a chest in here, don't I? Cool. Got so many buckets here. I guess I could cook this iron. That's gotta be enough, right? I'm gonna put this in here. And you know what? I have iron in here. I think I just put it in there. Make one of these. But yeah, that's kind of the mindset I've been having with the Pokemon stuff. Is I'm like, technically speaking, speed up is like, you're doing the same stuff. It's just you're not spending as much time, which that game is a time sink in a lot of ways for no good reason, so definitely don't mind that. And maybe what I should do is make a little covered area that an Enderman can pop into. That's probably, no, wait, not high enough. Just wait under here. Enderman. Here, boy. Come here, Enderman. Anyway. Yeah, so... I mean, I know that's probably not the most exciting discussion, but yeah, with the Pokemon, I feel like anything that's just going to save me time when I don't feel like I want to grind that time. Like, I'm not going to do it for absolutely everything, but... speed up with slow stuff that is just boring, and if I really feel like it, save states is probably the cheatiest thing I'll do. Even I feel like using a program to figure out what time to set the date and like RNG manipulating that way feels more legit than using a save state in some ways. I'm probably crazy for saying that though. But save states really isn't. It doesn't really feel that cheaty either. As a friend pointed out to me when I mentioned that that I succumbed to using save states, they're like, yeah, but look at all the like current Nintendo like emulator stuff, like the virtual console stuff. They all have save states in it. Like, it's probably actually not that big of a deal that you're using it. That's a good point. Hey Spider, I didn't even notice you there. You seen any Endermen around? I'm gonna be right back real quick. And I'm back. My tummy's hurting a bit, so I just had to step away for a moment. I think we're probably not killing the end dragon today. I think that the writing is on the walls. It's unfortunate, but I'll stick around a little bit and see if I can find some Endermen. If not, within a few minutes, like, at least get a couple more down. I think I'll probably end the stream. It'll be a small one. Which is fine. 1.1 isn't like, doesn't really add that much. We got to see our bows enchanted, right? Like, that's about it. That's about it for like the major content. But I did really want to get the game finished before moving on to the bigger patches. But maybe that's okay, right? Maybe we just keep, you know, rolling with the patches, and maybe it takes us until 1.4 to beat the end dragon, right? Like, maybe by that point enough will have been added that it makes our time easier. Oh, hear ya. Go under my little space, buddy. Are you in one of the houses, maybe? Just spawn in one of these. Yeah, honestly, I feel like, ow! I feel like maybe, once again over there, we have like an island with a big old cave system underneath it. Lighting that up and, you know, utilizing it. It's a lack of spawning. To try to find Enderman is probably the way to go. It's a shame though, because it's like, oh yeah, I see one teleporting around. Do they like actually take damage from the rain? Maybe we could just find a pearl lying around. Anyway, you can prevent Endermen from spawning in a space by just making it short. But as far as I know, you can't do the opposite. You can't make a space that only Endermen can spawn in. You know, there's the end, of course. But we need to get to the end before we can utilize that, and the whole point of us farming Enderman right now is to get to the end. So too bad we can't find an Enderman spawner. I don't think that's a thing, like a naturally occurring thing. At least I'm killing a lot of enemies, getting a little bit of XP here and there. It's not bad. I mean, it's not what I want, right? It's not bad, though. Can't really see much here. Why am I sad? Okay, I'm good now. No? I keep saying I need to recalibrate, you know, the automatic emote detection thing. But I think the real thing is I need to retool it completely, and that's just going to be a lot of work. And it's not necessarily that I'm lazy or anything. Hey, actually, skeleton? Yeah, get him. Get him, skeleton. Get him. You idiot. Want more music discs. Yeah, I guess I made just a really small space for that Enderman. Doesn't seem too likely that they'll end up there. Skelly man. Oh, that scared me. So my Minecraft window is not full screen, and it's not maximized either, so there's on the edges just a little bit I can see behind the window, and behind the window is me moving around here, and I moved my head just like that and saw some movement on the side of my monitor beside the window, and it really freaked me out for a second there. I don't know what I thought it was, but it's startling. Hey, don't do it. You know, as much as I like old Minecraft bows, the alpha and beta bows that you can just machine gun, honestly, I probably should make a habit out of using bows more, because this is pretty good, especially since the combat update's gonna happen, right? And after the combat update, you can't just spam attack, and it's not as fun for me. So if bows remain relatively the same, maybe that's gonna be better for me. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of every mob except for Enderman here. Hey, zombie. I'm gonna wait for daytime to see if the rain ends, and if it doesn't end, I'm gonna see if I can use the bed. Because if you can use the bed to skip the rain, that might bring us into nighttime again, which will mean more Endermans. Potentially. I'm running actually really low on arrows. Nope. Rain stopped. I guess I could go back over to that cave. I guess I could do that. Brr. Yeah, the problem is I just don't necessarily have a way to spawn Enderman during the daytime, so that's really my bottleneck here. Is if it was nighttime forever, right? Then it wouldn't really be that much of a problem. I'd just run around and eventually get all the Endermans. But it ain't really working that way. Did I put away that crafting table? I'm also running out of food. I'm running out a lot of resources, really. It's not been a very successful stream, I feel. In terms of, like, actually getting things done. I mean, at least I'm doing it, though. I have had quite a bit of enjoyment out of streaming recently, and when I can't do it, even though I want to, it really sucks. It really sucks. I mean, you can't always do what you want to do, but it's always just silly things that get in my way. So I talked about fragile boat. I talked about it before, but I was talking about it with a friend the other day, and I discovered relatively recently that Nexus Mods, which is, if you don't know, a website that hosts a bunch of mods for games, started out as the Elder Scrolls Nexus. If you don't know that, it was a website for, well, Elder Scrolls mods, and it expanded insanely. There's a lot of additions to that website over the years. But I discovered that their premium subscription you can buy a lifetime subscription if you're a mod author with just a ton of unique mod downloads. And I've been thinking about it since then. Like, I think it'd be really cool to try to do that. Try to get a lifetime subscription to that thing by making good mods, or at least ones that people download a lot. But I like it when the things I make are actually quality. Oh, there's the crafting table. That explains a lot. I was really getting bullied here. Okay. Yeah. And so, I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Like, I was thinking about, like, I would like to make mods for video games anyway. Like, I think mods are cool. And, I've dipped my toe into the modding scene just a little bit, but not as much as I'd like, right? Like, I made some not even full texture replacements, but I did some retexturing of Terraria stuff, and that's out there. And I made the minimap mod for Dark Souls, which is, I mean, honestly, it's huge, right? It's that's a big thing. Code injection and all that stuff is not simple. So the fact that I have that working is pretty incredible. But I just want to make more stuff, right? And I think that very much goes in line with wanting to, you know, get a bunch of mod downloads. And so I was thinking, like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could do. I was thinking, like, what gets a lot? Like, what could I do that would get a lot of downloads, right? What do people download a lot? And I was thinking about it, and this isn't all I'd want to make. I want to make actual, like, functional modifications to video games, no matter what the games are. Like, I like making stuff that has functionality, but I was thinking about it, and it was like, I really like writing shaders. I really like writing shaders. And I'm always down to learn more. Wait, I'm not sad. Stop making me sad, you thing. So I was thinking, like, what about, like, ENB and reshade stuff, right? Like, I haven't really looked into how to make your own of those, right? But it's got to be just GLSL or something like that. Maybe HLSL, I don't know. And I mean, I don't know that I can create something that's going to be better than anything that's, like, already out there, right? Because I don't know, I feel like there's only so much you can do with like ENB or reshade, which are usually pretty much just post-processing effects, and at most they're deferred rendering stuff, which is kind of like post-processing, but a little more involved in the rendering process. It just happens at the end of everything else being rendered. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I can bring to the table that hasn't been done before, but at the very least, like, I have like I have taken ENBs and stuff that exist and made, you know, my own custom profiles, right? Because they usually don't suit my tastes directly. So if I make my own custom shaders that do similar things that other people do, but just, you know, hit a bit of a different note, you know, maybe that'd be worthwhile. Because it's like, for example, I'm playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild recently, and I decided to play it on Cemu, which is the Wii U emulator, because there's a lot of cool mods that you can apply to that, including 60 FPS, which is just, oh man, I get that Switch is a handheld, and that game is gorgeous for a handheld game, but if only it could run at 60 FPS natively. Oh, it'd be so good. Because it is good. It is good on the emulator. But there's also like graphics mods. And the main graphics mod, which is called Clarity, I think. If I remember correctly, it's called Clarity. It has an option. It has a bunch of presets that people made. Some of them are good. Some of them don't feel right for that game, but I don't need to judge. It's fine. But yeah, it has a bunch of presets, but it also allows you to make your own preset. So like it has it's straight up. Once again, I think it's a GLSO shader, but they basically just made a bunch of variables to make it more user friendly. So you don't actually have to write any shader code. It just says like, hey, you know, type a 1 here for this option, a 2 here for this option, you know, that sort of thing, or change your exposure value here. Keep it between the, you know, 0 and 3, that sort of thing. And I was tweaking that a little bit, but then I was like, I realized first of all that the tone mapping I wanted to use wasn't actually working correctly, so I actually had to go in and fix the code that was already there to make it work. I don't know why it wasn't working. It just didn't want to use a dot product for some reason, which is really odd. But whatever. But even after that, I was like, okay, tone mapping's working the way I want to. You know, I had to write my own, basically, even though it was just taking theirs. I wrote my own dot product, basically, instead of using the built-in one, which almost certainly is slower, but whatever. I was like, okay, I did that, and it's still not quite the way I want it to be. Maybe there's more I can do. And I didn't actually do much more. In fact, I changed like a line of code. But I basically changed how focused and intense. I don't know how to. What is the term for it? Focused isn't bad, but there's an actual term. It's like the spread, oh man, what is it? I changed the bloom. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Is I changed it so what is the term? There's a term for it. And it's like right on the tip of my tongue. But basically, bloom, which is well, I mean, I can't show it in this game because it doesn't have any. It's when bright things glow, basically. Like when things are bright, they glow a bit. And it was not an option within the like the preset things, but I changed how the bloom was calculated to just be a bit like the glow was a bit closer to you know, the source light, like the glow didn't reach as far, I guess, and I think it ended up making it look a lot better. But yeah, anyway, the point is, I didn't do anything super crazy, but I did change the glow, like the look of the game to my liking, in a way that just wasn't really a thing that was available, even though it was simple. So yeah, I think I might look into how to make ENBs and stuff, because the reason why I selected that in general is because not only does it feel like every game, every like game you look at that has mods for it, you find a million ENB presets that at least have some downloads, right? But ENB is the kind of thing that I think transfers really well in between games, because once again, it's basically just a post-processing effect. So yeah, I think that would be a good starting place. But I do want to make actual mods. I just don't know what for what game and whatnot. I'd have to look at what Nexus mods even like allows you to post mods for. I guess I could do some more Dark Souls stuff. Like, there is one mod I've been wanting to make for Dark Souls, but I think it just, my knowledge is not, I don't know enough to make it happen, and I've asked for help, and I didn't have much luck in that regard, so I'm kind of lost on that. But there is another Dark Souls mod I really want to make. That's a secret, by the way, because I do intend to make it, but yeah. It's gotta be nighttime, right? It is nighttime. This is the surface. This is the base. It's catchy. You like it. Okay, dude, I couldn't even see you. You cheater. I was gonna call him a cheater pumpkin eater. And I just remembered that I didn't get a pumpkin for Halloween. I really wanted to actually try carving one this year and making some pumpkin seeds. Roasting pumpkin seeds, because I think that's very tasty and I haven't had them in a long time. No Enderman. No Enderman. Where's my boat? By the time I'm like actually done getting the ender pearls I need, there's gonna be like 700 boats around here because I keep losing them. Oh my god, just one of those. Good. Yeah, I feel like this has been kind of a nothing stream. Just me pretty much rambling, which I guess is fine. It can be fun to ramble. I spent like a couple hours talking about Pokemon. Not even talking about anything interesting with Pokemon, just the fact that I felt like I was cheating, but I'm actually kind of okay with it. Like, what a weird thing. Enderman. God, how did I ever... Like, I know I've... like, beaten this game legitimately, like, once or twice. But I'm trying to think... Like, did I ever even go to the end in these early patches? I remember playing these early patches. I remember looking for a stronghold and finding multiple. But did I ever get to the end? I just honestly don't remember. I mean, I have beaten this game before. But did I wait until later is the question. Because, like, theoretically later on, it's easier to get fortune or looting on a weapon. And maybe I waited until then to actually put an effort towards getting the ender pearls. I mean, admittedly, I'm not doing the best job at farming them. I guess it's because I feel like I'm in a rush, right? Because I'm on stream and I'm like, I want to get this done now. Oh, and that's really probably not the best way to go about it, because it's just making everything actually slower. Because I can't actually do things fast enough, so. Come on. No, come on. Where are you at? Okay, you suck. I'm gonna die out here. Gonna die. Enderman. No, you come here. Oh my god, there's another skeleton. Stop it! Okay, you're dead. I don't know if you dropped what I wanted, but there's a skeleton attacking me. I have two. Did I have two before, or was it just one? I think I have two at home, so that's four. I need 10 more. Oh, I need 10 total because I have two already placed in the portal. And I think it's 12 that you need. You know, I thought, you know what? If I recall correctly, when, at least the first time I beat the game, which I've not done many times other than in modded packs. I'm not sad. Why do I keep looking sad today? You know, I'm going to switch it to, I don't know, Star Eyes. We're going to be Star Eyes this whole time. What is he saying? Yeah, I feel like at least one of the early completions I did of this game, when I went to the stronghold, it already had most of the eyes in it. Is that a thing? Like, they can actually spawn with some in them? Or was it a thing? Or did it become a thing eventually? I would love to know. Okay, maybe what I could do... Maybe I just need to change my plan of attack here. No, creeper. No, you're bad. You're a bad man. Yeah, so what if instead we found a desert or something? Something relatively flat. I mean, this area is relatively flat, which actually I don't know where I am. I'm gonna have to check my screenshots. Texture, no, not texture packs. Screenshots. Okay. Oh, I'm actually a lot farther away than I thought I was. This way? This way. Okay. It's this way. I feel like I have a decent amount of gunpowder. Is it called gunpowder? Yeah, gunpowder saved up. I'm also out of food now, which isn't great. Emergency food, there we go. Ooh, almost jumped right down there. I'm thinking maybe, because I wanted to save the gunpowder for potions, but maybe I make some TNT. Make some TNT. Find a relatively flat area. And explode that flat area. I guess if I'm using TNT, I can explode something to make it flat. But with the materials I explode, make a big roof. make a big old covered area. So it's always nighttime, basically. Oh, am I going a weird way again? I am. It's pretty much directly this way. I don't know how I got so lost. You know what I think I'm gonna do? No, not that cow. I'll find my way back here. And this would seem like a good area to do the thing I just said. Right? And we should be close to the village. Close to the village. Am I? Oh, is it? It's this way. Oh, I'm almost out of foods. Oh no, I can't run. Can't run. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. I was like, where the heck am I? Punk. I got so used to when I was saying punk the other day while playing Minecraft. Yeah. I might just... Oh, okay. It waited till I was full to give me hunger. If I can't remember. If I just stay in place, like, how does hunger work? I thought hunger worked by increasing the rate at which you drain food. So if I just stand in place, will the hunger be cool? Will I go away? And I not waste any food? It looks like it. But that also might be because I'm in easy mode. That's kind of one of the big reasons why I like playing on easy, is because it's easier to manage the food, which food management is one of my least favorite mechanics of this game. It's honestly just really not fun for me. A big old lava fall over there that I just haven't even paid attention to. Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool. Okay, I think I want to kill these cows. Yeah. No, you come back here. Yeah. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kill these cows first. But I think I'm gonna farm some levels. Probably at the skeleton spawner. Spider. Farm some levels at the skeleton spawner. Up until 30. Maybe look up and see if there's a better way. What am I trying to say? See if there's a better way to get the enchantments you want on a weapon. Where am I at? There we go. Hunger be damned, I'm running. What am I saying? I just can't think today. Also I have this screenshot up. Can't even see my other monitor. It's all bad. It's all bad, dude. Let me think. Let me use my brain for just try to get the gears turning. That hamster that runs my brain, powers it with its little hamster wheel. It's just all tuckered out today. I'm gonna see if I can get looting on a diamond sword. I have enough materials to make 4 diamond swords if I really wanted to. I think farm levels until what seems to be the ideal point. I'm not gonna like something I could totally do is back up my save, do the enchant, and then if it doesn't work out, reload my save. I'm not gonna do that, but I definitely thought about it. No, I'm gonna see what I can do and maybe make a good looting weapon. If not, just a good weapon in general. And I think that alone is gonna be of benefit. Did I put the ender pearls away in that chest? I hope not. And in the meanwhile, because I want to AFK at the skeleton farm, I think I'll probably look up and see if there's any like methods beyond what I'm thinking of doing to try to get endermen to spawn. Or get ender pearls another way, which I'm not sure there is a way at this point. And yeah, and just collect the pearls and get ready. Get ready. What is that? What is that game? Space Harrier. Why did Space Harrier voice line pop into my head? Anyway, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all that off stream because I don't know. Clearly my brain is just not running at full capacity today. And I feel like it's making for just a mediocre stream. And that coupled with the fact that my tummy's just not feeling good. Yeah, maybe that's just the move. Is prep a little more off stream. I mean, I did a lot of preparation at the stronghold off stream last time. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, I guess. Man, this hallway's really long. You know what? Instead of waiting till I'm done with this hallway, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry if the stream was a little bit more mundane than it should have been. You know, if I got up a few hours earlier, or rather if I was able to start streaming a few hours earlier, I would probably feel less rushed and probably could get it done today, or at least get a lot closer. But in any case, I'm gonna try my best to what am I gonna try? Get ready for the end of the game. We will play patch 1.2.5 next time, which is gonna add more content. But I think our focus is still going to be End Dragon, because that's you know, that's a significant thing, and this will be 2 patches that's a thing in the game, and we won't have done it yet. So I want to get it done as soon as possible. Anyway, heading out now. Y'all have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'll see you later.